Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager 2019, Stage Racer, episode number 74. We're in the middle of the Tour de France, but it's still early days. It's stage number 8, but we are way down the order, 33rd, after an abysmal performance in the one cobbled stage along the way. Can we make up any time on a type of stage that favors punchers, which, unlike most of the climbers, the pure climbers, we've got a decent punch to us. 48k to go. We still have a little while before the first of the 3 climbs. A lot of the action is going to happen in the first, in thinning out the field, and I have a feeling that unless I push the pace, probably the first climb is going to be rather tame. I mean, it'll just be a decent pace. I don't expect anybody to attack on the first climb, maybe the second, but most likely not until the third will we really see an attack. And if that's the case, there's really no time gains to be had. So I'm actually considering an earlier move on the first climb. If it's successful, I can gain a minute or two today and really split up the field. If it's not successful, I won't overdo it. I can conserve that energy, regain it before the third climb, and then just go for the stage there and gain that small amount. But here we go into it. Now there's 11 riders in the break, 2 of them already splitting off from the others as we are getting quite close. We never allowed them to get into much of a group. And just as a test, right at the beginning of the stage, I put myself into the break, but even though we got to 40 seconds clear, the field was not interested in letting me get away and pulled us back. Now, this is not the start I wanted as I get held up by the Arkea Samsic rider. For whatever reason, it does not want to let me push left, and I keep getting caught up by all of these riders, which is ridiculous. I'm halfway down the field in the first half a kilometer, and this really changes things because I was thinking about attacking in the near future. And I'm nowhere near where I need to be for this to happen. So, unfortunate. I go from the right position to halfway down the field in about 150, 200 meters, and now I'm just fighting to get back up there. Now, the break's down to just the 2 riders, and they are right there. Gonçalves, Sergio, and now. And I've worked my way back up the field, but I have no chance of attacking right now. Or do I? I'm starting to emerge clear. Kwiatkowski at the front. It'll be hard to get away from him. Alaphilippe's the stage favorite. Youngel's there to protect him, lead him out. Can't attack too hard here and go solo. I was kind of hoping to catch the break and join the break for a little bit, at least on the descent. With 1k to go, I don't think I'm going to get anywhere. Kind of interested in these points, though. Oh, there we go. There's a split. Take those points. Puts me second. And a group of 28 is what I like to see. No teammates around, but what's new? Okay, good amount of recovery here, but not great. But again, it's just 28 riders, so this is a fairly ideal scenario. Kwiatkowski, Sivakov working for Bernal as we go up. This one is steeper, 4k, 7.5%. This is not the time to attack as the energy is waning a bit. We're down to 27. Alaphilippe's going for it now. I don't think he's going to get anywhere with that. I mean, he'll get himself a tiny lead. Gets over the top first, but 8 seconds isn't going to win him anything. He just wasted his energy. 6.5k to go. We're down to 19 in the group. Alaphilippe, of course, was caught. Now, I do not have much energy, which is really bad. 3K to go. This is a longer climb than I thought it was. I thought it was only about 1.5K, but here we are, 2.3. We're going to turn this corner and then go uphill. And I don't have the energy to attack this. 1.5. Now we can. Loosely. No, I can't attack this. I need to just try to hold position. 1K to go. Wow. Carapaz heading off to the win. Alaphilippe? No, Alaphilippe's taking him over. Alaphilippe's using his skill winning this stage. Alaphilippe takes the win. Carapaz second. Barguil, Bernal, Dumoulin, Rayner, Adam Yates, Bennett, Gaudu, Pino. I've got 11th. Minute 12. Yikes. Egg, Bettiol. We're going to start seeing gaps open up after these guys. It's pretty spread out. There's where the gaps really open up. The first 19 riders. There comes the next group. Actually, I ended up losing a little more time on a stage that should have been a good one for me. A lot of that's just on me and not being patient. I wanted to make a move on the first climb, and then I get caught behind a rider going backwards and lose position so fast. And I didn't push crazy hard to get back up, but I definitely wasted energy there, and it's on me for wasting that energy. I should know better. I should have just gradually made my way back up, but not thought about the attack at that point, and just try to make sure that there was no separation. Get back in through the field. But there was no teammates around me anywhere. Even at that point, I was completely alone, which is ridiculous. They at least should have lasted through that first climb. So as much as that's on me, it's also on my team, and that's why I'm not going to win this race. I mean, I'm losing time left and right for anything and everything. I'm a freaking idiot, and my team are, well, they're not idiots. This team's much better than the team I had last season, but the team that's here at the Tour de France aren't climbers. I mean, they were gone in the blink of an eye. Van Aert still leads. How does Van Aert still lead? Van Aert wasn't around. He lost 2 minutes and he still leads. Dang. Bernal up to second to Moulin. Kim Rayner still around. That won't last. But he's got a really good time trial. It won't last, but at 24, this guy could be... The recovery, the resistance, the stamina aren't quite high enough. Or at least the resistance and recovery aren't high enough to be a true GC contender, but the Delco Marseille rider is doing quite well to start this race. Alaphilippe in 5th. Bennett, Yates, there's just kind of your first 4 GC guys. Carapaz, that's 5. Pino, that's 6. And then it drops off. I'm in 19th now. I move up quite a bit, but I'm 4 minutes down. And I'm really almost 4 minutes down. It would be nice to be just far enough back to not be taken seriously, so that I could pull a Pinot and go off and win a stage by 2 or 3 minutes to get back into this thing that way. Team objective actually did change a little bit in favor of points, in favor of being a puncher as opposed to GC. I picked up some points on the first climb going over the top second. There's only 3 riders in the break. Niels Paulett is going to be the likely KOM jersey leader tomorrow. There's only points for the first 4 over, and with 3 in the break, I've actually got a chance to be kind of that next guy there. I'm tempted to try to break away and see what happens, and if I can catch that group and join them.
I see a rider with a flat tire. It's happened at a very bad time.
They're actually gaining some time at the moment. 2:45. Gap gets harder to cover the further away they are. Green jersey wearer leading the peloton. Don't see that very often. Groenewegen working for Jumbo Visma. Van Aert still in the lead of the race. Okay, gap's down to 2:15. Groenewegen's actually pulling him back a bit. I like it. 2K to go. Let's see if the field stays with me. Grelier, current wear. Will he work with me? He doesn't. I get the points though. Paulett now into the lead. I'm up into second. 11 points behind. And no, I'm too far away. So let's relax and make sure we're recovering here. Group of 28. Now 27. The gap's tiny though, so field will make contact. No doubt about it. There they are. And the same thing here. Wow, we are slow. Fine. Oh, come on.
The riders are going through a very tough portion with percentages above 10%.
Attacked by Rohan Dennis.
Okay, there's my gap. Now we ride. $3K to go. Let's see if I can catch these guys. It's under a minute.
We're already at the halfway stage.
2K to go. 45 seconds away. But the steep section is done. It's going to flatten out a bit from here. Not quite close enough to catch these guys. But just far enough out to keep the group behind at bay. 12 seconds clear. Another point. Paulett is 8 ahead though. And we need to sit up. Come on, relax, relax, relax. We need this for the climb coming up. There we go. Recovery is on. And the group's caught me. .21 chasing 3. It's only a minute gap. The rest of the field actually does look to be kind of caught behind. Unless this group really takes foot off the gas, we should stay ahead. Downside though is I've got a little bit less energy for this climb and no teammates around, of course. But I wonder how many riders have been dropped that aren't here. Okay, nothing doing on this part of the climb. We descend again, I'll recover, I'll get a little more energy back. Those 3 riders away already got all the points through here, or at least all the time bonuses. I did get a little more recovery in. Well, now I'm right back to about the same point, really. And we're back to 36 riders now. And there's a group close behind, but then it's a huge gap after that. Some of those riders making contact, some of the riders getting dropped. We're at 48 in the peloton. That seems to be about the max that we're going to see. Turgis is here. Okay, Turgis. A little protection, would you? Thank you. I'm gonna need water. Now we're 57k to go. Hopefully we can make it to the top of this climb where it flattens out and then he can grab water. I don't know if Turgis will make it to there, but he's helping me recover. I'm just cruising up right now. This is a category 1. Got some good points here. Pollitt's going to continue to grab good points, but at least I can grab 4 more points on this one. Still 7k to go, though. Starting to see a little acceleration. $3.4k to go. Turgis is about to fade, so this is going to be my time to attack here in just a moment. 2.5k. He's done. I'm going to attack. Okay, I'm clear. I was going to grab myself water. I just did it myself. 1.4k from the top, 15 seconds. 1k to the top. 19 seconds. Almost going to catch Pollitt. Pollitt only gains a little bit of time here. That's good. Okay, we can back off. Pollitt, 26. Michaud, 17. I've got 16 in the KOM. One more category 3 here. Will we catch Pollitt so that I can at least gain a little bit over the top? It's only points for the top 2. Oh, but there's 2 guys to catch. Then it would only be 1. Who's the one at the front? Oh, it's Michaud, of course. There's another point there. And this is all it's doing on this stage, because after this, it's just cruise to the end. 3k to the top. Turgis is long gone, by the way. He blew up on that last K. 1.9k. Here we go again. Full song. Pollitt. Michaud. Keep going. Keep going. We're going to win this climb here. 500 meters. And over the top. There we go. 2 more points. So Pollitt has an 8-point lead. I'm back ahead of Michaud. That's good. Wilson grabs quite a few points on the day. I don't think he was interested in the KOM. I think he's interested in winning a stage. Just 20 riders chasing, now 26. 5 more behind that who may or may not catch. And this stage, simple finish from here. I'm going to go ahead and take this to the end, and I'll see you for the next stage. Little shake up here on stage number 10. This is the day for a KOM contender to get points. And of course the other 2 contenders, besides myself, desperately trying to get into the break. Field not ready to let me get into the break. I'm still a little too close in the standings, but I want some points, so I don't want them to get away. So I've been using my team, who's useless to me anyway, to help pull these guys back. Front group, Pollitt is there, as he's the main contender. We've already caught the other main contender, at least in the early days, and actually I think we put him out the back, so that's nice. But meanwhile, the field is starting to blow up. 142 in the peloton. I've been using Durbridge and Trentin and Mezgec. I used Jakobsen for a moment, but he didn't last otherwise. Scott's in the last one to protect me, so we're doing some damage in the early days. We're 1.5 minutes behind that front group, and this is a Category 1 climb. This would be a good time, especially with nice recovery after, to claim some points. 10 points to go over the top of this climb first. 10 points to go up to the top of the other climb as well. So hopefully I don't get hung up here like I did there for a moment and lost 8 wheels. So I need to navigate my position, make sure I stay near the front. And if we are close enough, which it's out to 2 minutes now, unfortunately, nobody else is working as hard as my guys are. Actually, no, my guys just fell back. Didn't they? Yeah, they're both right here. So no other team is working hard enough. I need Scottson to provide protection, and therefore kind of screwed here. 7.8k to go. And the gap's already 241. At least I got rid of one of the 2 contenders. But the main one to worry about is Pollitt. Pollitt didn't... I don't think he got any points. Or he got maybe just 1 over the first climb. So at least he was at the back end. He's surrounded by better climbers at the moment. And that could be a good thing if new guys start emerging and they kind of steal points from one another for a while. Scottson's faded, so it's just me now. 5.8k, plenty of time to go in this climb. Why am I drifting back again? Wasn't blinking red. 96 riders now, 4k to go to the top. There's Pollitt. Pollitt's about to get caught.
The pace is really hot, so for the moment, we should
So
see
Pollitt,
attacks.
the pressure was too much for him, and that's exactly what I was looking for. Turgis, my last rider. It's actually blocking me. He wasn't even shielding me. 1.8k.
Goes onto the attack.
That's a good time. Let's move up, move up, move up. Come on. Oh, come on. Get through. Get through. Space to the left. Space to the left. Why am I stuck? Come on. We've got the space. I have no idea how much room I need to, how much ground I need to cover, but I think we can get some points here. Okay, I don't know if I got ahead of Youngles or not, but sit right up now. Okay, I got some points. I did get points, so I'm now 6 points behind Pollitt. Michaud at 17, Full Song at 14, Youngles at 12. And now I'm one of 5 riders away. Oh, Youngles beat me to the line by millimeters. He got 4 points, I got 2. Well, that's sad. I thought I beat him. Thought I caught him. Not quite. Full recovery has already happened. I will be caught. I will ride with the group for a while. It's 10k to go to the top of the next climb, and we're almost to the base, so it's going to start going up immediately. They consider us a breakaway group of 45 with the peloton 30 riders behind us. Interesting choice there. Real chance to go at least 4th to the top of this one. 7k to go. Sivkov working at the front. Ineos feel like the favorites, and they are with Bernal. He'll be into the race lead as soon as Van Aert is dropped. Van Aert has made it into this group, though. No pace. This would be a good time to do something. Let's see if they chase.
Attacked by Rohan Dennis.
Okay, 20 seconds. There we go. And we just ride at an 86. Is that enough, or are they going to catch me? Looks like they're trying to catch me. Pollitt, Grelier, Full Song. Okay, that's breakaway riders that are trying to catch me. "30 seconds now, and the group begins to thin out behind me. Catching the breakaway riders.
breakaway and the pack. The breakaway is
Van
not to
Brecht.
everybody's liking. The peloton
Elite
has significantly
Bjork Van
increased
Brecht.
its speed.
2.2K. Right behind him for just a second. Get a little red bar, and then we go. Leave him behind. Okay. Don't need to actually attack. Just needed to open a gap. In fact, he's already been caught. Gap's down to 20 seconds, just like that, really. 1.1K. This is where I would like to claim third or second if I can get Geniez. McCarthy's going to pick up some nice points, and he could be a real contender for the KOM. Could I get Geniez? I don't know if I can. Not quite. Not quite. Third over the top. Tied with Pollitt. Oh. McCarthy at 19. Geniez at 18. Michaud still 17. Fuglsang still 14. "24 riders chasing 1. Now 28. This will come back together a bit over the top during the descent, but I'll get back to full strength easily. I'll be turning my focus to the stage here quite soon, and not worrying about KOM points, at least on, certainly not the Category 3, the Category 2s, maybe. More like last second, kind of just push forward, gain a little turf, get a couple points kind of thing, but not wasting energy. But resting heart rate now at 90, just cruising on down the hill. But so is everybody else. 41 riders in the peloton. We just doubled in size on that descent. Two riders ahead are not riding together. That helps us. 4K to go. And our group is still getting bigger, even going uphill. Suggesting that I could easily get away, but here goes Pollitt. That's the one to respond to. There we go. Gained 2 points, and I'm into the KOM leaders jersey. McCarthy, though, is getting awfully close, and he's still one of the 2 riders away. In fact, he's out front. Geniez is moving up as well. I would imagine they won't be there at the final climb. What is the final climb worth? Is it Category 2 type climb? Is it a Category 1? 10 points, so it's a Category 1. Focus my attention on that from here on out. 60 in the group. Nobody else is coming. Well, Turgis a minute and a half behind. Might catch us. Go ahead and grab myself some water. 47K to go. Oh, Turgis is here. Well, I got him water too. So there you go. Give him a chance to recover. Didn't hurt me at all. Only points for the top 2 placings. Carthy now in it. He's up to third. He's got a chance. He'll have the KOM jersey. Especially if he wins. Yeah, he will. In fact, he's going to win the stage. It's a 5-minute lead. He's going to win the freaking stage, so he's going to have the jersey lead. Is this the kind of stage you go from the first climb? Recover on the second? It's too much flat. Not enough recovery in there, especially if you're riding solo. Gotta wait till the final climb. Come on. I'm at a 99. Stop dropping me halfway down the field. 2.5K.
The riders are in a portion above 10%.
And it's a 5-minute gap. Michaud, Pollitt going for points. This time I'm not going to contest it. I do care about the standings at the final climb. Those points are worth a lot more anyway. Those guys can go get their points right now.
Some team managers mustn't appreciate the fact that there is a breakaway, given that the pack has increased its speed.
Too many riders away. It's bugging me. Too big of a gap, too. Speaking of gaps down to 4. But again, we're not chasing hard. But somehow I'm at the back of the group. Why? Why? This is not my position.
Serious questions of the riders in the rear, as more of them are left in the wake.
Heart rate's 122, so I can push to get forward. Now it's at 150, so now let's sit up. Repositioned again. Keep to the front, would you? Jeez. Alright, yeah, that didn't hurt me. I still slide back this far, but some of these guys are actually doing something. There's Pollitt. He's not going to get any points on this one.
It's in such percentages that the strongest can create some gaps. Another attack. This time it could go all the way.
Lopez attacking awfully early.
Adam Yates.
Turgis give a little bit of support, which apparently he gave up on right away. I split off with Bernal. Bernal, you want to work with me? Come on. You're the race leader. You're not going to work with me, Bernal? That's pretty effing ridiculous, but okay. We cut all but the front rider, which I'm assuming is Carthy, and it is. 2.2K. Wow, that's awfully quick. We're down to that. I'm going to start inching my way forward here. Peloton's back together. 1.5K. This is more about position right now. Bernal right to my right. Is that Alaphilippe just there? It is. Lopez, Yates, Carapaz. 800 meters. Now we can start to accelerate. 400 meters. Sprint it out. Sprint it out. Come on now. 200 meters. Carthy's going to take the stage win.
It's a solo victory for Hugh Carthy.
Bernal's going to take second. I get third. And we get some separation. Got some time back today. Not much, but a little bit. A little bit can go a long ways. It's further than I thought. Barguil takes fourth. Carapaz, Alaphilippe, Kamna, Lopez, Yates, Bennert. Not huge time gains though. That's a pretty large field already reaching the finish line here. Smaller time gaps, but time gaps and KOM points. Third on the stage, but Carthy's going to be the KOM leader as the breakaway solo victory rider today. He will have the KOM. I will be second in the competition. And he could easily win it. He's a good enough climber, but not a threat in the GC. As long as they continue to think of me as a threat, I'll never get away. And I would just stage after stage after stage have to do what I just did. Just burn through my team on the early climbs to give me a chance to earn some points, and then rest up and late on go for it. Yeah, little time separation. We gained 19 seconds on Carapaz. We gain half a minute. Kamna, Lopez, Yates, and Bennert. And then approaching a minute on the next group. This is going to shake things up. Look who lost a big chunk of time. Minute 42 to Mulan. Okay, let's go in reverse here. Team 17th. Oh man. 125s. Up to 4th place now. 348 behind Bernal. That's the one to keep an eye on. Bennert, 125. Rayner, minute 54. And it's the one that I'm interested in. I think that's my best target. I could absolutely win it. Pollitt, 8 points behind. Jetty has 9. Michaud struggled to gain any points on the day. I think he got 1 point today. Fuglsang, Youngles. But Carthy, huge score today. Gets 41 points. He's up by 7 now. From, I think he had 0 points. He got all 41 points in the stage. Okay, from 19th up to 13th now. And kind of back in it. And now it's starting to look like the real thing. Starting to look like the real thing. Because look who in the real life managed to do something similar. Julian Alaphilippe. 2nd place at the Tour de France right now. Oh man. Bernal's got the lead though. And it's not comfortable. But that's a pretty big lead halfway through this race. Carapaz effectively in 2nd because the big climbs to come. Alaphilippe won't be there. He will slip back. I'll be ahead of Alaphilippe before the end of this race. Bennett, Yates, Dumoulin. Look at all that time he lost. Rayner's still around. He'll slip back. Pinot, Barguil will slip back. Van Aert will continue to slip back. Kamna will be tough to get ahead of, but certainly can. It's only 14 seconds. And Egg, he'll slip back. So I'll easily crack the top 10, but getting a podium, yeah, I don't know about that. Kwiatkowski could absolutely compete, but as an Ineos rider, he's got to support Bennett, Bernal. Third place on the stage. You did very poorly. So, whatever, dude. Whatever. In the World Tour, not by much. Comfortable in the Super Prestige, though, for now. Bernal's moving up, though. He's up to 2nd ahead of Dumoulin. These results making a difference. That's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bye for now.